Good afternoon, folks. Big Bo here with another great and affordable travel trailer trade-in from Parkway RV Center. Today we're going to look at a 2008 Forest River Rockwood. This is a Signuture Ultralight Edition. The model number is a 6315SS. It's 33 feet 11 inches long at its longest point, and yes, that does include the tongue. It only weighs 6,300 pounds. And it's got a big slide out. Now folks, this unit just came in on trade. It came out of Tennessee where it was purchased new at. So it's not been anything that's been up north or anything like that. Overall, for the year model, this thing's in very nice condition. It does have one issue on the inside that I'm going to show you. That's why it's priced the way it is, because you got to realize, folks, this is a 12.9 to 14.9 camper all day long this time of year, and I'm selling it for $89.95 because of what I'm going to show you on the inside. Just tell you give it to you in a nutshell. It had, the people that had this thing before owned it for several years. When they first bought it, it had a leak. They fixed the leak. We looked up the leak. We looked up on the roof, saw the job. It was professionally done. So it's not leaking now. We've already soak tested it. But it has had a little bit of ceiling panel damage and a little soft spot in the floor. And be honest with you, a lot of people, how nice this camper is, will overlook that. But that's why it's priced the way it is, folks. It is a trade-in. So, you know, we trade for anything. But again, folks, we don't have this unit priced to be a brand new RV either. I mean, it's priced that way just for that reason alone. Of course, I got it hooked to the generator. And you can see the outside looks great. I mean, the striping, the finish, no delamination that I can see. The stripes aren't even peeling or cracking yet. 30 amp power, alloy wheels, tires look great, got outside shower. You know, it may have, it's got a little spot of delamination right here. This is probably due to that leak that it had several years ago, but it is not leaking now. We've already checked that, folks, but of course you're welcome to come look at it and check it yourself. But it does have a little spot, and I didn't see it till the light just hit it at the right angle. So, spare tire on the back, stabilizer jacks, 2 entry doors, got a 6-gallon quick recovery water heater, outside speakers, and we are going to put a new awning canvas on it, folks, for the $89.95 price. We'll put a brand new awning canvas on it, so that little rip in it you don't have to worry about. It does have the RVQ hookups, which is an outside grill, and it does have the RVQ inside the RV. So you can grill outside if you want to. I've got the antenna raised up, got the TV on. Let's look inside. And you can see it's bought new in Clinton, Tennessee. Now, folks, as we step inside, there's no odors in this camper. It's not been smoked in that I can tell. There's no pet odors. There's no signs of pets. Front kitchen floor plan, which I haven't had one of these in a while. Great floor plan. If you're needing something for a live-in unit, this is a great choice. Got the white cabinets. Now, I'll show you a couple little things. You know, this has been kept in Tennessee. It's hot down here, folks, so you're going to have a little bit of wrinkling, and all this is the white. This is not caused by water. This is caused by heat, and you know how hot and humid it gets down here in the south, and that's just a contact paper that's over the wood, so it does have a couple little spots of that, but it's not caused from water. I like the front kitchen floor plan because you have a lot of counter space, a lot of cabinet and drawer space, storage space, which if you're going to live in one is very important. Double sink, stove top, doesn't have a lot of use showing on it. Stainless steel too, so it got a nice look to it. Ice cold Dometic. Look how clean that is. Already getting cold. You can see I got it on right there. Just don't have my thermometer with me at the moment. Now, we've already checked the air conditioner. The air is ice cold. It's got a 15,000 BTU ducted roof air. It's got table and chairs, got a sleeper sofa. So this is a 4 sleeper, but you've got tons of room in here for an air mattress. Chair right here. Carpet, to be the original carpet, looks pretty nice. And we do have the ability to change that carpet if you don't like it. It's not stained up. It is a little worn, or a little, not really worn, but you can tell it's been walked on a little bit because it is an 11-year-old RV. So if you want us to change the carpet, let your salesperson know. He'll get you a price. But you can see laminate floor throughout most of the camper. Got a flat screen TV, and apparently all the electronics work. That works, stereo works, TV works. I got it on antenna right now. Got a little XM radio built in up there that apparently works. I like the residential style doors. It's got a DSI water heater and the optional electric tank heater. So if you're wanting something to use this winter, here you go. Got a ducted DSI furnace. Got a walk-through bathroom. And you can see everything looks good here. Skylight looks good. Glassed-in shower. It doesn't have a lot of use showing on it because the stickers are still halfway decent. Not even discolored. And you can see the sticker right there too. So that's a easy way to tell if a shower's had a lot of use, because those stickers constantly get wet and dry, especially the ones toward the bottom. People rub against them with their feet. They don't last very long. And the fact that they're still there tells me there's not a lot of showers taken in here, so that means not a lot of use overall in the camper. And I don't think it's been a live-in unit either, folks. It just doesn't have that appearance. You can see in here the white cabinets, everything looks great. Got an RV toilet. Now here in the back, I'm going to show you the ceiling panel. Now it's not bad. I promise you, folks. Most dealers wouldn't even show you this, but I believe in showing the good and bad and everything, because I never show these things to be anything but what they are, and that is, in this particular case, an 11-year-old used camper. Up here in the corner, and you can see, folks, it's not that bad, but it is there and is noticeable. So, I mean, it's obviously something that's not going to affect you using this camper. In fact, the people use this thing for 4 or 5 years after they fixed the leak, and it never fazed them to even try to fix it. So, at the price we're selling it for, of course, we're going to make sure it doesn't leak in it. We've already checked that, but, that's just part of buying a used camper. Up there, it's got that spot up there. And down here in the floor, again, you'd probably never notice it. This is directly related to that leak. But the floor has got a little soft right here, which is nothing unusual in a lightweight camper. Let's be honest with you, folks. Lightweight campers, they build them as light as possible, so they don't have a lot of brace there to begin with. And, of course, that water didn't help. And there's the RVQ grill. Back door. Storage underneath the bed. Got the factory bed spread. Now, I'm just pointing that out, folks. I don't want somebody traveling here saying, oh, I didn't see that, or I didn't know nothing about that. Yes, you did, folks, because I just showed it to you in the video. So please don't tell me that, because I obviously showed it to you, and I don't hide anything. Now, is this something that I may have bought to resell? Probably not. But I did trade for it, and that's why I got it priced the way I do. Now, if you want us to fix that, which is going to be a pretty, would have to put a whole new panel in here. It'd be pretty expensive, but if you want a price on that, let your salesperson know. He'll get with my service manager and get you a quote on that. Now, me personally, if you're buying this just for a hunting camper, something to put somebody in as a temporary home, or setting it up on some property, I wouldn't even worry about it. Because you look at what this thing is, it's an 08 model, you look at what you're paying for it. That wouldn't hurt it at all. And it's got a TV and DVD player in there as well. But for the $89.95 price, here's what we're going to do, folks. We've already checked the major systems. We've checked the fridge, the air, TVs work, lights work, stereo works. Of course, we got to put an awning canvas on it. But at $89.95, we're going to take what we checked and then go one step farther. Check the propane system, check the water system, water heater, heated tanks. We're going to check converter. We're going to check, of course, replace that awning canvas and anything else on our checklist that we find that may not function on this camper. It does not cover cosmetics. So that spot in the bedroom, that little bit of delamination on the side, that's part of buying an '08 model, and that's why we've got it priced for what we do. Now, if you can find this camper online without that stuff in it for about $4 or $5 grand more. So it's up to you if it's worth spending $4,000 or $5,000 extra to buy another one of these somewhere else that doesn't have that, or is it worth saving $4 or $5 grand and using it the same way the previous owners have used it for several years, just like it is. So I'm gonna let you be the judge of that, folks. But anyway, $89.95. This unit will be checked out. We're going to go through our inspection sheet, and if you want a copy of that list and all the systems that we go inspect and repair if needed for the price you pay. So, folks, you're guaranteed that $89.95 price with everything on that list functioning flawlessly, including the fridge, air. It doesn't matter what I have to spend on it. It doesn't matter if I lose money on the deal, folks. You're guaranteed that $89.95 price, and you're going to get a 2008 Rockwood 6315 SS checked out, ready to go with waiting on you, folks. I mean, it's a worry-free, stress-free option. And if you want a copy of that list, contact my sales department at 706-965-7929. And they will be happy to email or fax you over a copy of that list and even go over it over the phone with you, exactly what it covers, what it doesn't cover. And also they'll tell you the current lead time for a travel trailer checkout, which shouldn't be long at all. Folks, the people that traded this camper in were just using it a couple, 3 or 4 weeks ago. So this isn't something that sat on a dealer's lot for 6 months or sitting in somebody's yard for a couple of years not being used. I mean, this was just used a few weeks ago. I personally think that everything works on it. But like I said, I haven't inspected it that far, but we have checked the major stuff. So we know that works. So if you do want to buy it as is without the inspection, you can rest assured that the major things that would cost you the most money if they didn't work, do work, if that makes sense. $89.95 though, you don't have to worry about it. Everything will be checked on that list. And the way it works is after you purchase this RV, it's going to go in line to get checked out. Once it gets to the front of the line, which shouldn't be long at all. Travel trailers are relatively easy to check out compared to Class A motorhomes, so we can get these done a lot quicker than a Class A. But once this unit gets to its place in line, my RV tech's going to go through it with that checklist. He's certified. He knows what he's doing, folks. Trust me. He's going to go through it, make sure everything on that list functions. If he finds something wrong, of course, he's going to fix it, repair it, replace the part at no additional cost to you. And once he's done with it, he will get my cleaning crew will get in here, clean it inside and out. Then it'll get locked up. My service manager will come down here, do his final walkthrough, make sure he's satisfied with everything. Everything works to his satisfaction. Everything's clean to his satisfaction. And once it is, he'll lock it back up so nobody comes in here, looks at it, tracks it up, turns on anything. Everything's locked up, ready to go for you. He'll go inside, he'll call you, set up an appointment for you to pick up your camper. Once you arrive at the appointed time, he'll have the RV tech that checked it out, knows it better than anybody. He's going to walk through it with you, give you a one-on-one demonstration, and you're welcome to record them with your phone or a camera. And he'll go over everything on the checklist, show you everything works flawlessly, which you should have already got a copy of it before you decided to buy it. So you've got that, and of course he'll have you sign it and everything, showing you he showed everything. He will answer any questions you have, give you tips, tricks, and pointers, and help you hook it to your vehicle. This camper weighs 6,300 pounds, so make sure you are familiar with what your manufacturer's towing rating for your vehicle is, because we don't know. You can ask 10 different RV dealers what your vehicle can tow. You're going to hear 10 different answers, and not a single one of them accurate. If you don't know or you can't figure it out in your owner's manual, call your vehicle dealer, ask for the service department, give them the VIN number, ask them specifically what your trailer towing capacity is before you RV shop. That way, remember, 6,300 pounds is what this camper weighs before you add anything to it. Figure 500, 600, 700 pounds of water and luggage and food in here. If you carry water, a lot of people only carry a few gallons unless they're boondock camping. But keep all that in mind. It's safe to say you're going to be around 7,000 pounds, 7,100 pounds loaded. Anyway, folks, if you got any questions about any of that, give our salespeople a call. That's why they're here. They're non-commissioned, so you don't have to worry about anything. No sales pressure, games, gimmicks, troubles, lies. There's no sense in them. If they don't know the answer, they'll find out and let you know about it. But you get all of that, and you get the walkthrough demonstration. Then you get 21 nights of free camping, up to 7 nights at a time, to be used in a 12-month period. That's included for that $89.95 price. We also give you a 90-day nationwide limited warranty, all for $89.95. You get a 45-day drive-out tag. You get a 5-gallon bucket with our starter kit, which is your sewer hose, water hose, pressure reducer, adapters, toilet paper, chemicals, and more. About $80, $80, $90 worth of stuff. Absolutely included. $89.95. Plus, you also get an instructional DVD to watch on the road or from your home in case you missed something or didn't remember how to do something. And you're always welcome to call us as well. We'll try to talk you through it over the phone. Folks, this is a nice travel trailer. I know it's got a few little quirks that I showed you, but show me a 2008 model that doesn't have a quirk or two in it. And all in all, this thing's in excellent condition, minus that stuff I showed you. And be honest with you, folks, don't let that scare you. Probably 90% of the 2008 models on the market are going to have stuff like that or worse. I mean, that's just part of buying technically an older camper. Now, if this is for you or not, I don't know, folks. I ask you to come out and look at it, inspect it yourself in person, decide if this is the right one for you. Treat it like you would any 11-year-old used vehicle, and if you can. And folks, if you can't come down and look at it before buying, we're more than happy to help you out any way we can. While we always prefer to meet and shake everybody's hand that buys from us, we sell 200 to 300 units a year that we never even meet the people who buy from us. They buy these things completely sight unseen. They pay for them sight unseen. They arrange to have them delivered sight unseen. They don't know what they bought till it comes up their driveway. And if you I know everybody's schedule is different. If you can't take the time to come look at it in person, we'll do our best to accommodate you. We don't mind taking additional pictures. We don't mind taking private or additional videos. Let the salesperson know what you specifically want to see, and we'll do our best to make it happen. Also, folks, we can recommend a third-party service if you need a third-party inspection, if you're willing to pay for it. I have no problem recommending some local mechanics or RV technicians around here that are in business for themselves for an unbiased inspection of it. So, we try to do everything we can. We try to be as transparent as we possibly can. That's why I always show the good and the bad with my videos, folks. I know a lot of people don't, but we've been in business for 50 years for a reason, because we don't say something's. We don't tell you that something is something that it's not. I mean, I never say like new. There's no such thing as like new. Used camper of any kind, even if it's 6 months old, it's used. And that's part of it, folks. I mean, you're buying a used vehicle. It's not going to be perfect. Just like if you bought a 11-year-old used car. I mean, you've got to, if you can, come look at it, spend some time in it. We'll run some power to it. Hook everything up, let you do your own inspection, decide if this is the one for you or not. If not, I've got other stuff in this under $10,000 price range, but they go quick. I put one online for $89.95 the other day. It sold in 24 hours. This one right here is probably going to sell just as quick, because even with the flaws, this thing's a lot of camper for the money. And like I said, come out and look at it if you can. Get to know it a little bit before you decide if this is the one for you. And the only way we discount our $89.95 price is if you give up all those benefits that we give you and buy it as is. That means as is means you take the good with any potential bad. If there's any repairs it needs now or in the future, it's 100% on you, the buyer. There's no excluded systems to that. So we're not going to check anything other than what we've already checked, which is the fridge, the air, and of course we check the roof, and you saw the TV works, and the lights. Other than that, it's all on you, folks. And if you can buy one under those conditions, no warranty, no inspection, no walkthrough demonstration. Of course, the slide out works too. But if you can buy one under those conditions, we'll give you a discounted price, and it's up to you. however you want to buy it. I don't like to recommend one way or the other anymore, folks, because everybody. One thing I've learned 22 years in this business, folks, everybody has a different opinion about what kind of condition, and this makes total sense, what kind of condition a 2008, an 11-year-old camper, because the 2019s are out, it's 11 years old, what kind of condition a 11-year-old camper for $89.95 is supposed to be in to be nice enough for you to consider buying it for you and your family. Everybody's got a different opinion. Somebody may look at this, oh, this thing's just beautiful, it's perfect. Next person looks at it, this thing's a piece of junk. This person that looks at it, you don't know. Everybody's got different opinions, folks. That's what makes us human. Nobody's right, nobody's wrong. I personally think this is a good 8 out of 10 as far as condition. But you may look at it, and if you're pickier than I am or haven't looked at near as many of campers as I have, you may think something totally different. You got to realize, folks, I look at more RVs in a week than most of y'all do your entire life. So keep that in mind. I mean, I look at a lot of 2008s, and I see them in a variety of conditions, and this one's nice. It really is. And if for what it is and the price, that stuff wouldn't bother me one bit. But like I said, I'm different than you. So please come and look if you can. But if you don't, please understand, folks, that it is what it is. If you buy it sight unseen, it's kind of like rolling the dice. So please keep that in mind. All right, folks. Financing is available with approved credit, minimum 10% down payment, nationwide deliveries available. We have no extra fees. We're not like other RV dealerships that charge you thousands of dollars in dock fees, inspection fees, prep fees, setup fees, freight fees, and more. We only charge you the sales price, and we only charge you applicable sales tax. And if you've got a question how much your sales tax will be, when and where you have to pay it, because sales tax laws vary from state to state, in some cases vary on how you pay for the unit, contact my sales department before you decide to buy it. Tell them where you live, how you're paying for it. Let them give you an accurate estimate sales tax quote. That way there's no surprises for anybody. Everybody's got to pay tax, folks. Whether it's new, used, I don't like it, but that's just part of living in this great country. So, folks, like I said, the number one thing to do is call ahead, get a copy of that list, get a copy of the inspection report, and an accurate sales tax estimate. That way, you've got all the information you need to make an informed decision whether to buy it. Next step, of course, you want to make sure it's still here. Never assume a unit's just because it's online means it's available, folks. These things are for sale all across the country. I advertise on some of the biggest websites on the internet for RV sales. In fact, you'll probably see it on several of those. So keep in mind, so does everybody else. Please call ahead, make sure it's available before traveling any distance to come down here. Don't wait a week before you leave the house to come look at it to call, because it'll sell during that time. Wait right before you leave the house and call, make sure it's available. And that way nobody wastes a trip for anything. You can also go to my website, parkwayRVcenter.com, and for those of you on YouTube, I made it super easy for you. Go to the video description below, click on the link in the first paragraph, take you right to my used travel trailer page. But keep in mind, again, just because it's on there doesn't mean it doesn't have a deposit. I never delete my ads until the deal closes and it's paid for, and I never delete my YouTube videos ever. It helps our Google search rankings. Many people use it for a reference. So just because the video's up, look on the website. If you still see it on there, still call, make sure it's still here, and before you travel down here. Also on my website, folks, please go to it. I've got the factory brochure available in PDF. I've got finance applications. I got trade-in appraisal forms, pictures, specs, weights, tank capacities, and much more on our website, parkwayRVcenter.com, or click on the link below if you're watching this on YouTube. Thank you for watching my video. I'm going to try to be doing some of these trade-ins that we've just gotten in. I got a fifth wheel for like $79.95. I'm hoping to shoot later today or in the morning. But this is a nice lightweight camper. I think it's going to make somebody a good travel trailer. It's affordable if you need it for temporary housing for yourself or a family member. I mean, heck, folks, for what you're going to spend renting an apartment for a year, will pay for this camper and then some, and put cash in your pocket for what you spend a year renting a apartment. So, wow. Look at it like that, folks. It's a great deal, especially if you want one to live in. It's got the heated holding tanks. It's tons of storage and more. Thank you for watching. Family owned and operated for 50 years, folks. ParkwayRVCenter.com, or you can call us at 706-965-7929. Our website's also got a 24/7 live operator assisted chat and text feature. And if they can't help you out, of course, they will get your contact info, forward it to my sales team, who will call you back the next business day. And our phones are open 24/7. Again, after hours, we have an answering service. If they can't help you, they will make sure that we get your contact info to contact you the next day as well. So, folks, plenty of ways to get in touch with us. Follow us on Facebook. Of course, my YouTube channel. Click on the like button. Feel free to share it. Click on the subscribe button. I've got almost 13,000 subscribers. Like to get over that milestone pretty quick. So if you want to subscribe, go ahead and subscribe. And if you click on the bell notification setting, you'll get an email every time I post a video. Thank you for watching. Look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.